This summer transfer window is all about Rangers, because I tell you what, they're the only team making moves left, right and centre, linked to everybody under the sun, getting rid of a lot of players on frees. Tavernier, Goldson, 8 million to Saudi, blah blah blah, blah de blah. No one else in the league's even doing anything, alright? It's pretty much all Rangers.
Well, Dundee United are. They're breathing. They're making small moves.
They're making small moves, but you know...
they're rolling the dice and getting a 1. Rangers, though, they're getting double sixes.
Double sixes, well, I mean, you look at Celtic not doing much. I mean, Hibs, Hearts and Aberdeen not exactly doing much, but Aberdeen are doing something because Connor Barron's out of contract. He's the first guy we're going to talk about today. I made a video about this guy earlier, and I said he's not good enough. He's injury prone. Yes, he's Scottish. Yes, he fits the young mould. Bring him in.
Well, Simon Donnelly says that he would be a great addition to either Old Firm team.
Well, Simon Donnelly is not a great addition to any punditory team because the guy sucks, so I'm going to strongly disagree. I'm not saying Connor Barron, right, would be an awful signing, but I think he's Scott Wright 2.0. I'll go as far as saying that.
It could be Ryan Jack 2.0.
He could be Ryan Jack 2.0, but I look at him and I don't see him again. I don't see a Ferguson.
Well, to be honest, that's what 90% of your fan base were saying when Rangers were linked to lose Ferguson. The guy wasn't good enough.
I didn't though. I don't care what the rest of the fan base said. I've got my own opinions. I'm not a sheep. Right?
I think fucking Barron Corbin.
Barron Corbin, the lone dog, the lone wolf.
I think Connor Barron's alright, although Rangers, I believe, would have to pay, even though he is available to leave on a free, I believe there's like a $500,000 price tag that would come along with it.
Why? Because he's under the age of 23 or something, isn't it? Something
yeah, if they didn't pay it, they would get taken to like a court or whatever.
I mean, Rangers have never done that before, of course, so I mean, it would be new territory. But I mean, honestly, I would not sign him. That's my opinion. I wouldn't be completely against it, and I'm not going to pretend like, oh, it's the worst thing ever. But for me, I think you could just see him signing, does like 3 or 4 or 5 average years, and picks up a wage but never does anything.
Well, the fact that Connor Barron has refused to sign with Aberdeen and prolong his contract, he must believe that he's better than Aberdeen. He must think that he is a step above that level.
Well, maybe he does think that. Is Rangers, does he fit in at the Rangers midfield? He definitely fits in more at the Rangers midfield than the Celtic midfield. But I think Rangers need a wee bit more than Connor Barron in there. You know, the guy is not coming in with any sort of hype near anybody else that we've talked about that's left the leagues in recent years. Like, I'm sorry, if Philip Clement, right, is looking at this league and he's picking the likes of Connor Barron over Lawrence Shankland, I've got to question his leadership.
Bit of a difference. So Lawrence Shankland, he would be like one of your main signings of the season. Maybe Connor Barron's just
a diddy man,
a squad player with potential. Scottish nationality as well helps.
Yeah, which obviously does help, but he's been on a holiday in Portugal, but he could fly back for a medical and contract talks. Anyway, I'm going to rate this signing, chance of happening, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. In terms of what I think it is,
it's pretty much a done deal.
It's not official. It's not over till it's over, but I'm going to rate it a 5 out of 10.
Well, Ewan Cameron says he will be at Rangers this week to do his medical.
Ewan Cameron?
And he's got sources.
This is the same prick that said Hearts win a title fight.
Aye, well, true, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm rating it a 5. What are you rating it? Like overall?
Overall? I'd say a 7. I think it's happening.
No, I mean... So you think it's a good signing then?
I do, I think Connor Barron.
Alright, fair enough. And then the second bit in this video, Damian Garcia, a 20-year-old midfielder who has been linked with Rangers, has apparently...
Said no.
Yeah, he's going to agree an improved contract extension with Penarola. Whoever they're, I don't even know who they are. Brazilian club with an exit clause of nearly 8 million. Normally you'd be raging about this, but Rangers in the past...
Maybe Uruguayan actually, but whatever.
Anyway, he might be Uruguayan playing for a Brazilian team, could that be it?
Possibly.
Either way.
Maybe a Paraguayan. There's somewhere in South America.
Aye, somewhere in South America, right? But here, I'm not going to cry about this. You know, I think Rangers have actually had a pretty good summer so far. Because they've been linked with loads of players and brought a few players in. And
got rid of some deadwood as well.
It's not panic stations, but I'm seeing a lot of Celtic fans say, like, why are Rangers making all these moves while Celtic are just sitting on their hands? And see if you actually look at it, like, what have Celtic done? You could argue there's less to be done at Celtic, absolutely, but I mean,
maybe they're letting their war chest gain interest.
That could be fair, that could be true, but Damian Garcia, I mean, he would have been 20 years old. He's a bit of a defensive midfielder, so how would he have fit it in at Rangers? Well, it doesn't really matter, alright? Oh, would he have fit it in the European games, the away games? Well, he's fitting in the A games because he's no agreed the deal. In terms of anything else to do with Rangers, Rangers are also interested in Hammarby centre half Nathaniel Adje,
which is in Sweden.
Yeah, well, we know that, alright. So I would put Rangers 4 million. It says here that the bidders are prepared to pay 4 million, but the Swedish club only want. Oh, actually, no, sorry, they want around 5 million. I was reading that they only want 1 million, but it turns out they want 1 million more. 5 million for a guy I've never really heard of.
Bit of a risk, bit of a gamble.
Bit of a risk, bit of a gamble, but I mean, yeah, we brought you news earlier about Martin Boyle potentially going to Perth Glory, but that's it. Kieran Tierney floating about with a wee link as well. It's the Rangers show.
Martin Boyle's career, I think, is just flopped, isn't it, really?
No, it has just flopped.
I don't think he can afford a move to another Diddy club. Now, I know the Saudi Arabia move.
He spent his entire career at a Diddy club.
Well, that is true. Like, I know the Saudi Arabia move benefited him financially, fair enough. But honestly, Perth Glory.
Not much glory doing in Perth, is there?
No, I mean, I think Martin Boyle's in danger of having his career just fizzle out. For someone that had a lot of promise at one time.
I mean, he's 31.
Not true, I mean, who knows?
Who knows, guys. Anyway, that's it for this video. Not a lot of news, really, and I think when the Euros picks up here tomorrow, looking forward to it, I think
Even less news.
Even less news. The news is going to go off a cliff. But until next time, peace.